Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. We are back in the editor today. I had a blast playing Retail Life Simulator yesterday. That was like way too much fun. Almost didn't want to come back into the editor today. I am. We're taking a break from the top of the mountain and from buildings, so we're going to work through the valley a little bit today, trying to get more fields in. Maybe a couple more farmhouses. We'll see where the current ones are going to fall and where the new ones are going to go. So right now I'm just getting rid of some grass where I know we're going to have some fields. We can come back in and put the grass around them later. It's just easier to work without it. So I'm just clearing us off a spot. Now I'm going to make a slight elevation change here, I think, but we'll see once I get in all this grass out of here where we sit. Now are you a divot? No, you're grass. Well, wouldn't have mattered anyway because we're going to make some elevation changes. I just want to work from bridge to bridge here today. And we'll go from there. Alright, so that gets us pretty clean. Alright, let me get y'all a little bit more room so you can see what's going on. And now, like I said, I want to go down a little bit further. Let's play around with the land here a little bit. Can't go down too much, but we can go down a little bit. Alright, so this should be like 105.148, I think. Yeah. So if we go down to like, let's go down to like 102. Let's see where that takes us. Again, I could push this shore back, so I'm not no, let's undo that a second. I want to leave room to put like a slight like hill road or something coming in down in. So let's take it down to 102. We can go probably a little bit lower. Let's go down to 101. Probably go even lower. And we'll have to redo the shoreline, which is not a problem. So where will that put us? Yeah, that's going to give us a little bit of a hill by the road. That's pretty much what I'm looking for here. Then somewhere over, coming in off this corner, we'll do a little road running down into it. Just for some slight elevation changes. And we're actually going to raise the land up on that side all the way across. Alright, let's carefully, I think that's a good difference. And we'll see when we go in the game. What it looks like. Now I want to leave sort of like an edge. I don't want to get too close to the road. Close enough, but not where it's really going to start affecting it. Yeah, probably something like so. So let's see where this takes us. And we'll come back and work on that bit in a minute. Yeah, I finished the last city block we were working on, but I did not make it buildable. I just needed a break from the top of the mountain. Figure we'll get some more fields and stuff in. Figure out where we want to put another farmhouse. We actually put a farmhouse right there, and then a slight road coming down in. And we'll probably make this buyable or buildable after you buy it, just to keep up with the theme. We'll see how many yeah, because we got a couple open farm slots, so we'll see. Maybe we'll make half of this buyable, or half of this buildable, and half of this permanent. We'll see. We'll see when we get down here. I'm not worried about the bridge. The pillars are pretty deep. And if not, we can make them a little bit taller. A little bit too far right there. Now on the other side, we'll probably go up at least this much, if not maybe 2 tiers or 3 tiers. We'll see. Come on. So I do have an errand to run after lunch, so it's going to be another long lunch break today, so that's why I'm on a little bit earlier than normal. Ooh, what the heck? Why did I lose mouse? Oh, because I'm on the wrong tool. So why did I lose my mouse? It's not... I see a little bit of grass we're going to have to come back and remove. Let's do that now. Let's go back to subtract. Let's get rid of that grass here real quick. And then back to replace. Now I'm not going to put a farmhouse down by this bridge because there's one right across the bridge. So we could take this actually lowered land area all the way down. Hey, nobody in chat this morning? Y'all must be sleeping from playing Trader Life Simulator all night long. After I was playing it last night, there was probably about I know at least 5 new sales. Or they're still playing, haven't been to bed yet. One of the two. Yeah, I figure it's about time we take a break from the mountain, get a few more fields done, get a couple more farmhouses in, try and get the rest. Maybe we can even try and get the valley finished, and then we'll go back on top of the mountain. I have a few ideas for the mountain. I just haven't imported anything into the map. Alright, so now I'm going to have to be careful how close to the road over here I get. Try and keep about the same distance. About here. Gives me room to put some trees along there. Yeah, something like that. Bad Touch, greetings and salutations. So, Bad Touch, were you one of the ones that were playing Trader Life Simulator all night long? I was so tempted to go back on after dinner, but I didn't. Right now, we're going to have to change to... Yeah, let's go back. Let's go to... Now that we're... Let's go to the round brush. And now let's go a little bit smaller. Work our way down. Working across this water is going to be a little tricky without meshing the shoreline up too much. But I wanted to take us down a little bit. Now I can always cut the shoreline back a little bit if we go too far. Ha ha ha. No, but it's on my wish list on sale for, it's on, oh, they did drop it for a week. That's nice. Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to end up being a pretty popular game. It has a lot, I know it's very, very early access, early release, but it has a ton of potential. As long as the dev sticks with it. Alright, so yeah, we're going to come back. We'll fix that little corner. We'll square that corner up when we get back around. Just want to follow the shoreline down. Yeah, I really wanted to go back on it after dinner, but I was just too tired. I just laid in bed and watched a little bit of TV. And I've been watching a YouTube video series from Old Guy Gaming on how to play Empyrion Galactic Survival. That one's been on my wish list for a long time, and I normally don't play that genre of game, but that game really has me interested. I love survival crafting games, but not games where you get eaten the first 5 minutes you're in the game. I literally played Satisfactory for an hour, and not even an hour. I'd say half an hour and quit. Uninstalled it from the computer. It was not a Steam game, so I couldn't do the whole 2 hour return thing. I've actually bought it before it was on Steam. But yeah, that game. If there's a safe mode where you that little stupid beetle thing doesn't kill you in 5 minutes when you go to your first resource pile, then I would play that game. But I couldn't make it out of the pod to that first resource pile without dying 10 times. But I've been watching, so Old Guy Gaming has this awesome beginner's guide tutorial on, and he's got 40 videos on it, and I'm only through like the first 15. So it's pretty much what I need. Oh yeah, that's why I usually turn biters off in Factorio. I gotta build things. Yeah, I I do the same thing. I turn them off in Factorio. I wish there was that option to turn them off in Satisfactory, but the devs just won't turn the enemies off. I know there's some kind of mod that you can play in God mode, but build it into the game. Give me the option to turn it off, or I'm not playing your game. So I never bought it on Steam, and it's one of the reasons why I'll never buy anything again on Epic, because I couldn't return it. So I'll never buy another thing from Epic ever, ever, ever again. I've had 2 or 3 bad experiences with them. But yeah, Factorio is a lot of fun. I have it's one of those games where you can start playing and get frustrated and just quit, start a new world, play for 40 hours and say the hell with it and start a new world. Yeah, one thing I was looking with Empyrean Galactic Survival too. There's different settings you can use for the your enemies, so you don't get yourself eaten in 5 minutes. Haven't played Satisfactory, just watched others. I know it's 3D, but it looks too cartoony for me. There is a new game coming out. Let's go to my wish list here for a minute. There is a new game coming out that looks. Where is it? Foundry. This one looks fun. It's almost like Satisfactory, but I think they're going to control the. You're going to be able to control the enemies a lot better than. The guy looks a little bit like the Dyson Sphere guy, a little bit, but yeah, this one looks like it might have some potential as well. Called Foundry. Jump on YouTube, and somebody did a early access preview of it. That game, this one looks really, really fun, but there's no release date on it yet. But yeah, that one looks like it has some potential. Oh, not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go in here. Alright. And then let's get rid of a little bit of this grass as well. So let's go back to subtract. And we'll figure out where we're going to push our shoreline. Alright, so let's leave this square here. Now, if we need more, we can put it back. But let's leave that square there for a second. So let's come back in here. And I'm going to need to pull this out a little bit further so I can see my slide bars. Let's go to, take the strength down. a little bit. And then let's just smooth. Oh, wrong way. Let's smooth this, our shore back down. I'll push it back to where it was, kind of, sort of. And we'll probably do a little bit of texture touch up along here as well. But I just want to do some slight elevation changes. We're going to do the same thing on when we get to the top of the mountain too. We're going to make some more slight elevation changes. We have a bunch of road bridges and train bridges and stuff we can use. Foundry looks very similar to Satisfactory. Yeah, it looks very similar to Satisfactory, but I don't think you're gonna get your butt eaten in the first 5 minutes in the game by that stupid beetle-looking bug. It does look a little bit more cartoony than Satisfactory does, though. Dyson Sphere looks well. Dyson Sphere is fun, but I only have about a half an hour in the game. I just don't have time to play it. But Dyson Sphere definitely has. The devs have been on top of that game as well. So that's another one that I had gift. We may play that once a week as well, just to break things up a little bit. But we're definitely going to play Trader Life Sim, I think, every Monday, just to break things up. Get away from Farm Sim a day at least. Alright, so let's, actually no, we're going to leave it. I'm just going to smooth it out. And we'll see what that looks like. I don't want to smooth it too much right here, because I want to do something. Alright. Let's get our rock texture, then we'll come back to our grass texture. Alright, so let's grab our Cliff Rock Dark. Now, is it... I think it's 0 through... I think it's... Is it 89 where I don't get it on the flat? It is. Nope, I made a liar out of me. Then it must be 90. Is it maybe 5 it doesn't get it on the flat? Yeah. Let's go down to 1. Oh, no. Okay, 1 gets it on the flat. 2. 3. Okay, so 3 doesn't get us on the flat, it just gets us on the wall. Perfect. It's pretty much what I wanted. Wrong one. I'm not sure if I'm liking that. I may just go, you know, where we are. We're just going to go, we're going to go, it's not giving me enough, quite enough, so we're going to just overpaint and come back and fix it with the grass on the flat surfaces. That whole slope thing drives me nuts anyway. And we'll just come back and fix it. It's easier to paint a flat than it is to paint the little hill. I know we're going to be making some changes over here, but I'm just going to paint it all the way around and we can come back over, and I seriously think we are going to put like a little farmhouse right there for this property. We don't have any on this part of the map yet. Alright, so now let's come back over here. Let me go, let's switch to, what are we on, round or square? We're on round. Now let's go back to our grass. So now we can push our shoreline back. Like I said, this is more just to break the elevation up when you're in the map. Give that a little bit of a change to the look of the lay of the land. There is once, when we get around to the, won't be today I don't think, but when we get around to the other side of the mountain, there's a spot over there I have my eye on for another waterfall. So we'll see when we get to it. As long as I don't have to change any roads. We might slip another waterfall in there. Make it down to this corner. I think I'm going to do a quick save. And then we'll paint our way back. Like I said, it's a little bit earlier than I normally stream because I do have some errands to run at lunchtime. So I'll probably jump off even for an earlier lunch than normal. And then try and get back on. Now we can live with that. Alright, now before I work my way back, let's do a quick save. Farm Chick 63, good morning everyone. Thought you were MIA because you were up playing Trader Life Simulator all night long. I seriously thought about playing more after dinner, but I just couldn't sit up in the desk chair any longer. I was up most of the night, but I made it. I had a decent night's sleep for once. Oh, it's going to give me that fine line between not enough and too much, so we're going to have to leave a little bit of that mountain texture on the ground. And then how much can it get off the top? It's going to be that's going to be a tough trick all the way back. All right. Yeah, probably going to end up doing is working either the bottom all the way around and then the top all the way around and then coming back. How does that look at ground level? Alright, so let's see if I can pull that back a little bit further. Nope, that's going to be too much. So that's probably the best I'm going to be able to get it, is right there. So that's what we're going to end up with all the way around. Alright. Haha, addicting. Yeah, I haven't bought it yet though. Oh my god, yes it is. Now it's old man's fault. I was gonna do a hashtag, but remember Streamlabs mood yesterday. Yeah, yeah. I definitely have work to do on my Streamlabs. I went in and I played around with the settings for the bits yesterday, so I'm hoping they don't get stuck on the screen anymore. But I definitely need someone who knows Streamlabs pretty well to spend an hour with me in like Discord to help me get a few things fixed and straightened out. Yeah, it's probably as close as we're going to be able to get the mountain texture pulled back. Let's try a little bit further. Is it going to be too much? No, okay, we can go a little bit further without affecting it too much. Now it's going to be too far on the top. So right there is going to be my line for the top, yeah. And then here's going to be my line for the bottom. Alright, so now we know where to work our way back. Now here, since we're running a straight edge, I can go back to square for a minute. I actually think I like the round brush better. Too much. It's that fine line between too much and not enough, and then the right camera angle. Let's go a little bit bigger that help? Kinda, sorta. Oh, I can't. Oh, we didn't underpaint this part of the road yet either. That's another thing we gotta do. Since we're working on this entire strip, we gotta come back and underpaint the road. It's hip to be square. Okay, you know I'm tired when I slip into Huey Lewis lyrics. But he is. Oh, come on, man. I was in high school in the 80s, early 80s. So now you know about how old I am, if you haven't already. I think there's a slight, yeah. Let's try and be careful here. Can I go that? Yeah, a little bit more I can. All right. Oh man, this piece of property is definitely bigger than I thought it was. We'll see how many fields we get in here. I'm going to try and do a couple smaller fields. But I don't know how many different farm properties this is going to be. Farm Chick, I graduated in 82. I grew up during the best music. Well, I was 1 year behind you in 83. And our senior year completely sucked because we had a teacher strike. So we started school like 2 or 3 months later than normal. And because of the teacher strike, they were still on strike like while we were in school. It was really weird. So they ended up canceling every sports activity because none of the coaches would work. They canceled all of the clubs. We had it was bad. There were no extracurricular activities. There were no clubs. There was no sports. Our our senior we were the 13th graduating class out of the new high school. So our senior year sucked. And we didn't graduate. Normally in Pennsylvania, school's out End of May, first 1 or 2 days of June is usually graduation. And because of the teacher strike, we didn't graduate until June the 30th. So it was brutal. Yup, I win. Steals old man's title. Graduated in '80, so I win. 80. Yeah, first year. Yeah, because I graduated. We did ninth grade graduation '79, and then we were actually the last graduating class in the old middle school. All right, this is going to change a little bit here because I'm going to put a ramp in. So I'm not too concerned with that corner right there. So that's going to change here a little bit. Let's push this back. Close are we? Can we go any further? That's about as close as I can get. All right, so we'll have room up here for a farmhouse. I could probably push this back just a little bit more yet. Let's see what we can do without messing it up. Yeah, let's go back a little bit further. About there. And do a quick cleanup along here. Alright, that works. Now, before we do another quick save, so our bottom layer is 105. Our bottom layer is 100. Our top layer is 105. So let's go to 104. Alright, so let's go about here-ish. Let's go a little bit wider in case you want to get some bigger implements down in here. We can always cut it back. So let's go to 103. And then 102. Try and step down a little bit so we can do a little bit of a smooth transition coming down in here. And then let's go to 101. And then we'll probably cut it back a little bit. It's probably gonna, once we get in game, this thing's probably gonna be like way too wide. So, all right, let's go back to round. So let me give this a quick smooth coming down. So nice transition coming down the ramp. And then we'll clean up the textures here a little bit. So it's going to give us a little bit of a ramp coming down. Now, it's going to be way too wide. We're going to go about the same width as the road. So now let's go back to 100. And let's go back to square. And then let's push this back. Yeah, right about here. Alright, now let's grab, let's go back to round a minute. Let's grab a little bit of my Cliff Rock Dark. And let's try carefully. Throw a little bit of Cliff Rock on here. Alright, that works. Now let me go back to, let's head over here where I can see. Now let's go back to, really quickly, some grass. So we'll get rid of this. And right about here is where it's not smooth any longer. So we're going to leave that Cliff Rock. And now let's go square. Let's go rough dirt. And I want to be about the width of a single half a road section. So right about here, a little bit wider. So we may cut this cliff back a little bit further, but I want to get a, I want to see if this looks too big when we go in game. Because we're going to jump in game before we go any further and see what this feels like. Alright, let's do a save. Scroll back up to chat. Okay. PA is a terrible state. My daughter lives there and hates it. I was born and raised in PA, spent 26 years working in Philly, living in the suburbs, and I am done with PA. My son, daughter, in-law, and granddaughter are still in, just outside of Reading. Bad touch. I visited Pittsburgh once, and a former boss lived in Cherry Hill, right next to Philly. Was there once. Lived there for a year. Will never do it again. Yeah, I'm done with big cities. I'm a southern girl. I'm staying south from now on. Farm outside of Scranton. Farm Chick, we were close to each other because I was just outside of Wilkes-Barre. Totally different world there. I'm from a small town in Texas. Culture shock. Payroll software consultant for about 2 years. Visit everywhere between Portland, Maine and Boise, Idaho. Had to get out, lol, now I'm in Alabama. Yeah, I spent 6 years in Alabama. Both kids were born there. I would definitely go back to Alabama. But yeah, I'm done with the whole big city, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is the most corrupt state in the nation. All the politicians are in each other's pocket. If you want a good state job in Pennsylvania, you have to know someone. Farm Chick, yep, I know where you were. I now know where you were. Alright, what do we want? We want any new save game that's empty. I'm blanking my mind out today. I can't live in a big city. I'm a country girl. We weren't really in the city. We were more rural. We were close to the city, but outside of the city. It was really cool. We lived on a dead end street, and behind my house, we just had thousands of acres. It was all coal mine company owned land, and there was just nothing there. So we had the run of like like 1,000 acres behind our house that we were not trespassed or anything on. We could just go play. So we used to go play in the coal mines, abandoned coal mines a lot as a kid. I'm surprised none of us were ever killed. Alright. Alright, so let's lease us a truck. Before we get too farther along here. Now I finished the city block, but I didn't make it buildable yet. So we'll go for a quick ride over there. I'll show you what it looked like done. We just have to wall it in and make it buildable. If I can drive and adjust my camera at the same time. I saw it. I wasn't sure about these houses at first, or businesses, or whatever we want to call them, but they actually look pretty cool. So we just have to wall this in and make it buildable. So it actually came out pretty cool looking, even though I just pieced a bunch of odd buildings together. The architecture actually looks pretty cool. So we just have to finish that up. I decided I'm not going to put the fence company and patio company here because it's too close to Lowe's. So I'm going to leave this open for now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It may just be a grass meadow that you could put placeables in. Not quite sure yet what I'm going to do with that square. But let's head over this way. And let's see what our new lowered land section feels like. Alright, hold on. Gotta stop, catch up on chat. Y'all are like way ahead of me today. Oh, lol, very dangerous. My favorite place was in Albuquerque. Lived there only about a year. I was never that far west. Oklahoma's the furthest west I've been in my entire life. Perfect weather, never more than 15% humidity. Nice. I can get to 100% here and be awful. Yeah. Love this part of the country. Yeah, like I said, if once my disability case goes through, and depending on what my monthly payment is, I'm definitely going to make a Huntsville trip just to check the area. It's been 25 years since I've been there, but I want to go back to the Huntsville area and see what the cost of living looks like, feels like. Alright, so let's go see. We may put a couple placeable areas on the top of the mountain, actually. Let's go see what this new elevated piece of, or lowered piece of land feels like. And then across the street from it, we're going to do an elevated piece of land. Just to break things up a little bit. So somewhere in here, maybe about here, we'll put a road in here. Yeah, and we'll put a yeah, right here, perfect size. We'll put a farmhouse, couple of storage buildings, and then we'll leave this open like a grass meadow. And then I'm going to smooth this out a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to smooth that out a little bit more. All right, I like the feel of this. This gets us down a little bit. And it's going to look even better when we get the elevation done across the street. We could probably do even a couple different levels across the street. Oh, we're going to have to put another ramp down on this side. Or do I want to make you use that ramp on the other side? I don't think I'm going to put a ramp there. I think we're going to leave the one ramp on the other side. Let me go back and see how the width of this ramp feels. Huntsville is nice, but it's been 15 years or so since I was there. Yeah, both my kids were born in the Huntsville Hospital. And let's see, Dan in 91, Jessica in 94. And then and then Boeing moved us from Huntsville to Philly in, Jessica was only a newborn, so I want to say late 94 or early 95 when we moved from Huntsville to Philly. I even like the width of this ramp going down, but I'm going to make it a little bit narrower, I think. Let's try something. I want to see how much. I want to see if I want to make this ramp any smaller. Let's grab a little bit of cash. Let me just grab a little bit of speed since I'm in this menu. Let's grab our store delivery mod. Now, I can't remember if I imported it and activated it or not. Let's go to large tractors a minute and see if it's in here. It's not. All right, hold on. I probably didn't put it. Did I not put it in my mods folder? Let me just check something. Miscellaneous. Not in miscellaneous. All right, hold on. We're gonna jump out here really quick. I need to check my mods folder. Let me do a quick save. We'll come right back in here. I downloaded the big bud, but maybe I didn't. I don't know if it needed to be unzipped. I don't know if it was a bunch of zips inside, if it was a single zip. Maybe I forgot to put it in my mods folder. So let's jump over here a minute. And let's look at my downloads a minute. And I thought I downloaded, maybe, oh I did, Iconic Big Buds. Let's go copy and paste. Oh, I did not put it in my mods folder. Okay, that's gonna help. I want to see if we can get the big bud down in there. Deselect, select. All right. Yeah, I know my daughter loves Texas. She's in Austin. She loves it down there. I don't know if she's going to stay there because she's there now for her job. But she's loving Texas. My son keeps saying they want to get out of Pennsylvania, but they both have really, really good jobs. I don't think they're not in any big hurry, and they bought a house, and so they're. I don't think they're in any big hurry to get out of Pennsylvania, but they both say they want to get out of Pennsylvania. So, who knows? All right, store delivery mod. Now, large tractors. There we go. Let's get the big boy. Now let's throw. It doesn't have dualies anymore? I guess not. Oh, that's just a brand. Here we go. Triples? What the hell? And then where's that big cedar that goes with it? Man, it's been so long since I played. We have cedars. Oh, the air car. It's been forever since I even hooked these up. Alright, so the air cart goes. Oh, that's the Borgat. Where's the big bud? Over here. Now, is it the seat? Is it this one? It's been forever since I bought this setup. It's the TH. Yeah, these two. I think. It's that one and. Oh, I went too far. This one. Or was it that? Well, we'll see. If I bought the wrong one, I can buy another one. So it was. Did I do it? Let's see. I bought the TH140. I needed. Which one do I need to go with? The Terminator of this one. And that's the okay. Let's see if we can get these down there. It's been forever since I hooked these up. It was the air cart first, and then the. Or is it? Oh, it's not the right setup, is it? Or do I need that special little connector thing? I can never get this. I don't use this because I can never get it to work. I can never get them to back up and hook up. Is it the air cart and then the thing, or is it the thing and then the air cart? I can never remember. Oh, it is this setup, I think. Alright, we're not going to make this road going down any smaller. We're just going to smooth it out. This is going to be this setup is going to be mean with this map. I know we don't have a field here. I haven't used this in forever. I actually don't like Austin pretty much. Prefer San Antonio where I am now, but nothing bigger than that. Yeah, I know now it's part of Austin. It all grew together. Well, man, those actually look silly. Put wheels on there. I'm not surprised. Did I mess something up? It's been forever. Come on, I haven't used this. I haven't used the Big Bud since FS17. Y'all making fun of me? Yeah, this is gonna be nice. Now this is smaller than the John Deere DB120, I think. Hi. Enough messing around. We'll never get this map built. But the ramp is a perfect size if we're going to use big equipment. Yeah, my daughter's actually right in downtown Austin. Her work is like just on the, she said just on, I haven't been there yet because of COVID, but she said just on the outside of the city. And then her apartment complex is literally like across the highway from where she works. Yeah, we're not going to mess with this much at all. We're going to pretty leave the land, other than smoothing this out a little bit more. We're going to leave this just like it is. So let's go back to, round a minute. And let's take, I got to pull this out a little bit further. Let's take our strength up a little bit. And then we'll give this another careful smooth coming down in. Now, I don't have what we need to do is see if that big butt actually makes it across those bridges. I highly doubt it. All right, is that going to be? Yeah, that's going to be a little bit more up here, I think. Let's give this a bit more of a smooth. Yeah, well, yeah, we're not going to have that washboard effect, I don't think, coming down. Let's just take our strength all the way up. Try and smooth this as best we can. Without messing up my ramp. Alright, I can live with that. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's get out of here a second. I downloaded a bunch of houses, but I didn't really look at them. So let's create a new folder. And we're going to throw it in here. Which one do we want to pick? Let's grab, and then we're just going to, let's see what this manor house looks like. And we'll just pick one. Don't like that one for this spot. What is the, it's been a while. What's the Lone Oak Farmhouse? Okay, we're going with the Lone Oak Farmhouse. So where's my temporary folder? Rename. Loneoak. Lone Oak Farmhouse. So let's go cut and paste just so we know we used it. Now we're gonna make some slight changes to it. I just meant how hard you back up and connect to those hoses to the wheels. My tractor, it has 8 wheels. Oh wow. Okay, so Lone Oak Farmhouse. Let's see what we can get rid of that we don't need. We don't need the sleep trigger, so that can go. Oh, come on, I gotta move. Alright, so we gotta create a new camera. So let's create a new camera. So now we gotta go view the camera. Okay, so now that we're off the sleep camera, this will work. Alright, so we can get rid of, we don't need the sleep, we don't need the level area, we don't need the clear area. That will keep, this we gotta keep. The garage, interior decor, animations. Ooh, this is gonna be, the animations aren't gonna work because we're not gonna have the XML in. Unless if I want it to work, I have to spawn it in as a placeable. And I'm not going to be able to make it buildable. Oy. So you're not going to be able to get in this farmhouse. If I take, yeah, we're not going to be able to get in this farmhouse. Okay, so the animations have to go. Extra foundation. what do you look like if we get rid of the extra foundation? Nope, let's leave that for now. So interior. So let's leave this for now. And let's go File, Export. I'm going to keep it on my desktop. Lone Oak Farmhouse. We're going to call it House Oak, because I don't want to mess with the original one. I want to leave all the animations and stuff in case I want to actually use it that way. So let's check our textures. Okay, so they didn't fix the textures, so we got to fix the textures. So they have a, yeah, so they've got a texture file within a texture file. So let's go copy. That's not going to work either. And no, that's not going to work. So we had to come back in here. Let's grab all of them except for that one. Let's go copy and paste. And then I need Goldcrest Valley. Copy and paste. Alright, now we can come back in here. Oh, wrong one. Come back in here. I don't want textures within inside of textures, so we just have to go search, replace textures. Alright, that gets half of them fixed. Then we go down here, textures, Goldcrest Valley, to textures. And that should clean us all up now. So if we open this up, there shouldn't be any more texture errors. Alright, so now we're clean. So now we can go File, Export Selection, back into, let's get you over here, Ritchie Valley, new building. So I'm just going to go House Oak, so I know it's from the Lone Oak. Alright, so let's close you. Now I can close you. Don't need downloads. Back to Ritchie Valley, new buildings, and I want to check it before we import it. Where's my House Oak? Here it is. Ooh, yep. Alright, we should be good. Alright, so we are going to make this, are we going to leave this open or are we going to make this buildable? I'm tempted to leave this non-buildable and what we do across the street buildable. How many open fields? Let me go for a fly a second. How many open fields do we have so far that you have access to that you don't have to build? Okay, so I gotta flip. That's a cute looking house. 4-car garage and we're still building on. Slipping into song lyrics again. Wish I understood all this editing. It's foreign language to me, but it's awesome to watch. It's just get in and start playing with it. It's really fun. Alright, so we have 2 open fields, and then so those you have to buy. I'm not counting the water fields because they're not. So we have 2 open fields. We have 3 open fields. I want to give you an opportunity to earn some cash with contracts on some open fields. This one's not finished yet. We're going to work our way back around the valley and finish this one up. I just need to make a decision off now before we start if we're going to make this buildable or not. I think I'm going to leave this open, and whatever we put on this side of the road will make you work for. Alright, so this is going to be non-buildable. This is going to be a little bit easier. So now we can go to places. This will definitely be easier to build. We're going to go, we'll call it the oak farm. So let's call it the oak farm. And we'll throw it right here where we're working. Let me make a couple spares. Alright, that works. We'll go in here. And we'll make, well, we'll need a couple spares anyway. So this will be our main transform group. Alright, so let's go File, Import. Let's import our house oak. So let's go Edit, Cut, Main, Paste. I could introduce you to some LUA coding if you like, Farm Chick. Love to go back to school and learn some, but I'm too old, never too old to learn. I've learned Giants Editor and all the XML scripting by all trial and error. I actually like this raised up. I'm glad I left the platform on it. We're not going to mess with it. We're going to leave it just like it is. We're actually going to push its backyard as close to, I want to leave room for trees. I want it relatively close to the water. No, let's go minus 45. Let's go right about here. Yeah, now we could do a driveway coming straight out here. Put a couple outbuildings here. Leave this as a meadow. It won't be much of a meadow, but, and then yeah, okay, this is gonna work. I don't even know how much, I don't think we're gonna do a lot of fencing here either. But I want to bring this down, I think just a hair. Not much. Just enough to take that little, there we go, that little edge off of it. Alright, let's get you unhighlighted. How do you look? Alright, hold on. We gotta go down I gotta go down to my speed. This is going to be too nice to make buildable. We're definitely going to leave. Now, what I should have done is spawn this in as a placeable, left all the working doors and stuff in it. That's an idea. But I'm not going to put the sleep trigger in it. but I'm seriously thinking about spawning this back in as a place. Let's do that. Hold on. Let's make some slight changes here. Let's delete this farmhouse. Let's go back into, so let me go oak house. Let me delete this. Actually, no, I'm going to leave that one in there as we're going to do something a little different. We're going to leave that one called house oak, and we're going to leave it non-working. We're going to grab my download folder. Let's go back into here. Let's take our working one that we haven't messed with. Let me clean up all the textures. Alright, so let's save that. Now, again, this one should open without any errors, and it does. Alright, perfect. So now we're going to take this one, we're going to go File. Now before I do, where do I want my texture files? It has to go into a different folder. Hold on. Ritchie Valley, it's going to have to go into placeables. Right, yeah, you're going to go into placeables. Alright, so we're going to take our house. Let's go File, Export, Ritchie Valley, Placeables. We're going to call it the Lone. Yeah. I can't, yeah. Let's just leave it there. Lone Oak Farmhouse. Lone Oak Farmhouse. Alright, that works. Let's bring everything in. I'm gonna need this XML, so let's copy that, paste it there, and I'm also gonna need the brand, the icon, and this guy. So let's go copy and paste. Okay, so now let's edit this XML. So this XML, our pathing is now placeables / store farmhouse, right? Yep. Alright, so that we have to leave like that. Now, we're going to have to add in another line of code. And where do I get it from? Let me think a minute. Sheds. Easy Shadow 2. Nope. Not in sheds. Alright. Gas stations. I need to find a certain line of code. I may have to go into another map to get it. BGA. Yeah, I need, hold on, right here. I need these two lines of code. And I need to put those into my farmhouse. Because I don't want you to be able to buy it or sell it. Alright, so that fixes that. Let's go back to placeables. Alright, so that fixes that line of code. We're going to can be sold false, show and store false, because we don't want you to buy it or sell it. We could give you the option to put this down. We have to make one edit to it. We have to take the sleep trigger out of it. change the capacity on a truck or tipper. Just the simple stuff. Changing the capacity on a truck or tipper is super, super easy. I can show you that in a few minutes. Do we want to make this buyable where you can buy it and sell it? Yes, so let's go true. Let's go true. For now, we are going to have to make one change to. We're going to have to take the sleep trigger out of it. So our new i3D is called Lone Oak Farmhouse, but it's in placeables. Alright, so that fixes that line. Alright, so that fixes that line. Hotspot I'm not going to touch. We're not going to touch any of the animated objects, but we may have to come in and change the i3D mapping. Alright, we need the sound, so we're going to be missing the sound file. So let's grab the audio. Let's copy that into here. So that gives us our audio file. Now, let's go full screen a minute. So you're fixed. How much does this damn thing cost? 180,000. I'll leave it. Placeable type is farmhouse. i3D is fixed. Let's just check our i3D mapping real quick. No. What do I have open? Just the map. Alright. Let's open this up a minute and check some of our i3D mapping. Now, problem is, again, we're in the sleep. Let's create a camera. Let's switch our views to the new camera. There we go. So that's gonna, because I'm definitely eliminating the sleep trigger. So I don't want this to be the only sleep trigger on the map. I want you to put your own down. Sleep, yeah, so the sleep part of this has to get deleted out. But does it tie into anything in here? It does. Alright, so let's green this out. So it doesn't spawn in, so the sleep trigger won't work. But I am going to delete this, and this. We're going to call this blank. And let's do quick save right there. So that eliminates our sleep part of it. Our clear area is 7, so I don't need to change any of that. Level area is 8. Triggers, yeah, I don't think we need to touch anything else in here. So we eliminated the sleep part of it. Perfect. Alright, so now that we've eliminated the sleep part of it, let's save it and close it again. We're still working on our placeable. Yep. I just closed it. I just want to make sure I have no errors in the log. We don't. Perfect. All right, so we have our farmhouse XML, but we're also going to rename that. We're going to rename it Lone Oak Farmhouse. So it matches our i3D. I don't need the mod description. Yeah, I don't need the mod description. Alright, so now we have to go to our mod description. And then we have to go, where do I want to put you? Because we're probably going to do a few more of these. Let's start a new line down here. So let me just copy this for now. And let's go here. It's now just placeables. And so it's going to be placeables. And then, so this can go. And then you are Lone Oak Farmhouse. So let's save that. So we have it in our mod description. Alright, so now let's go into the map. Let's go File, Import, Lone Oak Farmhouse. Oh, and it gave me that stupid extra camera. Alright, let's get rid of this. Yeah, okay, well, let me get rid of that camera. Alright, so now let's put you where we wanted you. So let's go -45. Let's get you about where we had you the first time. But I did want to bring you down just a hair. Okay, so that's the height I want to go with. Alright, so now we're going to go File, Export. I'm going to export it back out. I'm going to delete it a minute. And I want to import it back in. Alright, perfect. That's where it's going to, where I want it to spawn in. So now let's go to items. What can I copy? Nothing, because I don't have any, we're not spawning any placeables into this map yet. Hold on, I gotta pull this, I gotta open this XML back up a minute. Alright, so this has to spawn in under category farmhouses. Placeable type farmhouse. Let me take a quick peek at something. Documents, my games. Ritchieville. Items. I need placeable. What's my class name? You're the placeable type. Species is placeable. May have to mirror that one. I don't spawn houses and placeables in that often anymore. So either that one or this one. Let's copy this line. Let's go into our items XML. Let's go here. Alright, so our class name is placeable. Mod name, I actually think I don't need this line anymore. I'm going to eliminate it, but we can bring it back in if we need to. I don't think I need that line anymore. I think I just need file name. Now we have to change this to FS19 Richie R, capital, yep, Richie underscore Valley. We're just under our placeables category. And then our XML is Lone Oak Farmhouse. Emma Dingbat, hello old man, how are you doing today? Feeling any better? Yeah, I am feeling a lot better. When I can drink coffee and coffee doesn't taste bad, you know that things are doing well. Alright, so that gets us fixed up to there. Minimize you a minute, minimize you a minute. I'm trying to spawn something into the map that I haven't done in a very long time, just as a placeable. Alright, so our map position. Let's get our map position in. Height is going to be 105.1. Our Z is going to be here. Our rotation is 180 minus 45. So minus 45 and then 180. Alright, so age is going to be 0. Now price, what's our farmhouse? 180,000. And then farm ID 1. Alright, let's see if this actually works or if it's going to throw an error. So let's delete you back out. Let's do a save. And let's see if this actually spawns into the game without throwing any errors. And then we'll have to bring it back in when we're back in the editor and work around it and landscape around it. But I want to see if the animations and stuff work when it spawns in. But we took out the sleep trigger, so everything should work except for the sleep trigger, which we neutered. I'm a dingbat, good to hear. Well, thank you, sir. Thanks for asking. 10 o'clock. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna take an early lunch. I'll probably get out of here at 11 today, and then I have some errands to run. And we'll see what the afternoon brings. I have no idea what the plans are for this afternoon. Alright, so let's close you. Let's see if this farmhouse is going to spawn in. So let's delete save game 8. Oh, I should have saw if it was in the store. Alright, let's close you. Let's close you a minute. There we go. Now let's come back in here. Let's try that again. Alright, career save game 8. New farmer. Ritchie Valley. Now there should be a new farmhouse in here because I turned it on where you can purchase it. I actually don't see it though. Let's go check. Let's check something else really quick. Let's check. I need to check one or two more things in this XML. So we have our image is placeable store. So that should show up in the store. Our i3D pathing is placeable. Our audio is changed. Crap. Alright, hold on. Our audio has to go. Hold on, I gotta go through this a little bit more careful. So all of our audio has to now be placeable. / audio. So your placeable audio. You are placeable audio. Oh, I know why it's not in the first. I'm an idiot. Don't mind me today, I'm half asleep. Because it's not a mod, it's built into the map. That's why it wasn't in that first file, but all of these sounds would have thrown an error anyway. And then our audio fire is now placeable audio. Alright, so that should eliminate those would have popped up as errors anyway, so we needed to fix that anyway. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see if it spawns in and it shows up in the store where we can buy another one. So save game 8, we're going to let it completely load this time. And we're not getting very far today, are we? I guess terrain editing does that. It slows the build down a little bit. Alright, so let's see if, first thing we'll do is see if the new farmhouse shows. It does. Let's come over here. Let's go visit. So we do have the new farmhouse spawning in. Let's grab a little bit of speed. Alright, I'm gonna like this. Now our doors, oh, let me put my F1 help back on. So we have our open door, right? There we go. So we can, our doors are gonna work. There's no fire, so there's something messed up with the fire. Or do you have to turn that on? Any? Hello. Alright, we'll see if it's throwing any errors. Alright, so let's get out of here. We'll be playing in this farmhouse all day. Garage door. Oh, look at that. Sound's working. Oh, that door opens out. Alright, now is there a back door into the house? No, you closed that door. Oh, so there's no door from the garage into the house. Okay. Look, all the doors work. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Oh, so this takes us back into the oh, okay. I can live with this. Let's see if it's throwing any errors. That's where it's going to spawn in. And it will landscape around it. Now it gives us more accessories to play with. So we can actually pull these lounge chairs out and reuse them in other parts of the map. We can pull this table out and reuse it. Oh, can we? Oh, we can. Let's throw X. Oh, yeah, I always sucked at basketball, even in real life. Let's get out of here, see if it's throwing any errors. Oh, crap. One thing I didn't want to check. Alright, hold on. Let's get back in here a minute. Before we go see if there's any errors, I want to jump back in here a minute. I forgot to see if we could buy it and sell it. We don't own the land yet. But I want to see if we can buy it and sell it. I want to see if it shows up in our garage. And I want to see if I can buy another one and put it down. And then we'll check the log for errors. And then we'll get it decorated. Alright, so let's teleport over there. I don't know if I want it showing up on the map though. I may neuter the hotspot. I don't know, we'll see. I'll leave it for now. Let's grab some cash. Let's grab a little bit of speed. I want to open up another door too, just to see if, make sure they're not going to throw errors. Now let's go to our garage. We do own it. Missing store item, farmhouse. let's go here to farmhouses. Yeah, I don't want it showing up in this category. We're going to change category. I want it showing up under, we're going to change category. Here's what we're going to do. Let's get out of here a minute. Yeah, we're not getting very far today. Alright, let's check the log real quick. Alright, can't load resource, audio, house door, wave. I thought I brought all of the audio files over. Why am I getting a creek emitter, water splash particle, custom shader error again? I had this fixed. It's going to be the day where everything goes to shit today. Let me just scroll away to the top, see what other errors we have. Frontier design is an unknown. Okay, so that's the problem. So let's go up here. And let's change the brand back to Lizard. So that'll eliminate that warning. Now, why do I have all these placeable audio house door wave? Placeable audio house door. Placeable audio house door. Can't load resource. Oh, because there's an A in there. What did I miss? Where is... Did I mess this up? No, placeable audio. Placeable audio. Mods. Where's my items? Mod directory, Ritchie Valley, placeables, Lone Oak Farmhouse. Why do you have an A there? What's wrong? Placeables, audio. I don't see anything wrong there. Ritchie Valley, placeables, audio. There's our audio files. Bad Touch, hello. Richard Farm Inc., hello. Is the directory placeable or placeables? The directory should be placeable. We're going to change the category anyway. We're going to change the category. I'm not worried about that right now. Placeable type we're probably going to have to change as well. I don't want it showing up under farmhouses. But I don't understand why I'm getting this error and why there's a small a in front of Ritchie Valley. I don't see where the error is anywhere. Unless I messed up, hold on. Mod description. No, placeables, Lone Oak Farmhouse XML. Lone House, I don't see anything messed up. Oh, it's placeables. I think you are right. Did I miss the S? I missed the S. It is placeables. Okay. That's why. Good catch. So it is placeables with an S. S there. We need an S there. Throw an S there. Yeah, I'm making all kind of rookie mistakes today. And then placeables S here. I know it's throwing this error. I think I know what's throwing that error. It may actually be the fire in the farmhouse. Let's check something really quick. Let's go back here to placeables. Oh, you're Ritchieville. Let's close you a minute. Back to Ritchie Valley. Let's see what they have the fire as. Alright, I'm going to move this for a minute but not make any changes to it. Where is that fireplace? Here. I want to see what they have in here for the fire itself. Oh, come on. What do you have for the fire? Oh, so you're just a light. Okay, so let's not make any changes to that. I know what I gotta fix. I know what I need to fix with that other error. It has nothing to do with what we're working on. Alright, so a couple more things with the XML. So you I can close. Lone Oak Farmhouse. Let's scroll back up to the top. Let's go half a screen a second. Let's open you up and then open up the apiary. And then open up the apiary. Alright, we're going to change the category to RI miscellaneous on the farmhouse. I don't want it showing up under farmhouses because there's no sleep trigger in it. The species we have to leave as placeable, so that stays. Placeable type. It's not a G. Okay, so we're not going to mess with that. It's not a farmhouse. Can I? Let's leave it that for now. And go back in game and see what it shows up as. Now the question is, do we want a hotspot to teleport to, or do we not want a hotspot to teleport to? Let me leave it in for now. Now the question is, in my mod description, do we have the category Lua change? We don't. Let me look at something else real quick. Let's go here to mod description. We need scripts categorizer Lua and mod change title Lua. So categorizer Lua, categorize Lua we have. I also need change mod title Lua. Change max animals. Alright, let's grab this guy and put it here. And then let's come over here to scripts. We need change mod title Lua. So copy Ritchie Valley scripts. Change mod title Lua. Okay. So that's going to put our brand and stuff in it. Now I also need from here change mod title. Let's grab this. Where's my mod description? Do I already have that one? Change mod title. Okay, so you don't go there. You go here. And then I also need new category. The brand I have. Okay, so I also need the new category. You go there. And then we have to go over here. Author. Oh, no mod description, never mind. So apiary brand is Oldman 102. We're going to change it on here. So it shows up in our category. Notice that the Lone Oak Farmhouse is placeable. Yep, I caught that. Thank you. Alright, so we have that saved. We have our mod description saved. I'm going to leave these in here for now. We'll come back to them if we need them. Let's do another quick test and see if they got rid of all the errors except for the creek emitter, and I know what the creek emitter is. Let's see if I can get the farmhouse in without any errors this time. It's been a while since I've done this. I haven't really spawned any placeables into a map in a long time. Actually, like house type placeables. Alright, so let's head. So, okay, so you're still showing up. That's a good sign. Let's grab, just in case, Alright, now. Alright, so doors are working, so we still have our sounds. So if we go to garage, it's missing store item. What is it missing? Missing store item farmhouse inn, but then it cuts it off. It doesn't tell me what the rest of the error is. Store item farmhouse, because it's probably not a farmhouse anymore. It's just a placeable. So if I go over to here, no, here, placeables. Okay, so we have the farmhouse. It's going to let me buy another one. We don't own this land, but it's going to let me buy another one. We own the land over here somewhere. Alright, so it's going to let me put one down. Alright, so let's... Alright, I can live with that. It places pretty well. So you can buy another one if you want one. So why am I still getting the error in the store? Missing store item farmhouse. Okay, so let's jump back out of here a minute. So there's two things I could have wrong. I could have, where's our items? So we're spawning it in as a class name placeable. I think I have to take this and change it from placeable type farmhouse to placeable without the S. Let's try that real quick. Yeah, we're not getting anything done today. If not, I know Papa Smurf can tell me in like 30 seconds what that error is. We're probably going to do that with a couple more farmhouses. Give you the option to sell them and put a different one down. Alright, so now if we go into the store, missing store item farmhouse. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that one out. It's not going to keep us from building today. I'll figure it out off camera. It's got to be something stupid I'm missing. So let me check the log really quick. Oh look, even the creek emitter, that waterfall error went away. So we still have, what? Oh man. Now we got a whole bunch of new warnings because I changed the mod titles. Okay, so now we're going to have to fix that. Because, so that's an easy fix though. We just have to add in our new categories. So what am I missing? We're missing RI feed and RI animals. Okay, so let's go back to, it's going to be one, it's definitely going to be one of those days. Okay, so RI, we're missing our other categories. So I need to go to back to placeable. No, which ones are we missing? We're missing RI feed and RI animal. So let's go back here. Where's my log? So it's RI, capital feed, capital F in feed, and capital A in animals. So it's going to be RI, feed, and RI, animals. But now that causes 3 more issues. Our pictures. Let's go back to placeables. Let's go back to the apiary. Okay, so I need this picture, right? Which we already have in here, I think. So if we go back to Ritchie Valley, which category? So we have category animal feed. So our category here is category underscore animal feed. Category underscore animal feed. That takes care of that image. Now our RI animals, probably the animal pens because, yeah, so let's go RI category animal pens. Alright, so what else did that mess up? So why am I still getting a category error? Because the store item is no longer a farmhouse. Aha, the store item so our store data name and function has to change. So our store data name, we're just going to call it Lone Oak Farmhouse. And then our function, we're just going to change to placeable. That should do it. Streamlabs 23. Oh, I gotta get closer to my phone. I can't read that small text. ELIA, Elia. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Very much appreciated. Alright, so our name, I think we're good now. Let's make sure. So that's saved. This is saved. Let's see if that now gets rid of all of our errors. So let's jump back in a new game real quick. We are having a very, very slow progress day to day because I decided to be fancy and try and spawn a new farmhouse into the map instead of building it into the map as a permanent object because I wanted the doors working. Oh, Tiesman? $23 don't get yourself banned. I have no problem jumping in there and banning anybody from the stream. You will get booted and blocked. Alright, so does this get rid of... Okay, so that gets rid of our errors. Perfect. So we still have it. Alright, perfect. So that gets rid of all of our errors. And then we can still go under... Okay, so now we have our silos. We have our placeables. We have our farmhouse. Yeah, so now we can put another one down. Not enough money. So we can definitely... So that fixed everything. Whoa, dude. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what he typed in before Streamlabs got him. But yeah, I've got no problems jumping in here and banning anybody. Alright, so that should have gotten rid of all of our errors in the log now. And it did not. We still have all these warnings. Why? Canine enclosure, invalid category. Let's jump to our mod description. Are we bringing all of the canines and stuff? Are all the animals buyable? We have all of our pallets. We don't have our animals in here. That's why they're throwing warnings. Mods Ritchie Valley. FS19 canine enclosure. I swear we'll get some map work done at some point today. It wasn't very nice, very ugly. Well, Let's see if I don't know if I can do it from Streamlabs. I may have to actually log into my stream. Yeah, there's oh yeah, here we go. Oh, block. Block. There we go. They won't be in our stream any longer. Took care of that problem. Yeah, you get these people have nothing better to do with their day and they just go troll people on Twitch because they've got nothing better to do all day with their time. All right, so where was I headed? We were trying to get rid of these errors. So FS19 placeables. No, why am I not finding? Did we not? Do I not have all the animal pens in here? Those are our animals themselves. Maps, placeables. We don't have all the animal pens in here. Why are they throwing errors? Placeables. Canine enclosure. Okay, so let's do this the hard way. Canine animations, canine husbandry, husbandry animals, because they're a mod. It's not built into the map. They're throwing errors because they're a mod. So I may have to... Oh crap, where are they? Animal pens. Let's look at the canine. Do I not have that one open? I don't have the canine enclosure open. Chicken, cow, donkey, duck. What other one was throwing an error? Chicken enclosure. Let's look at the chicken enclosure. Is that one open? That one's open. Categories placeable. Categories RI animals. I don't even have these placeables built into the map yet. Oh well, I'll figure that out. Let's take a quick peek at the mod description. Play store item is a placeable, singular, which is fine. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I think they're throwing an invalid. Let me try something. Let's close you. Farmhouse is done. We got all the errors out of there. Let's go to my mods folder a minute. Let's get rid of canine enclosure. Actually, here, let me do this. Let's go to test. Alright, so let's drag canine enclosure out, chicken enclosure out, cow husbandry out. This I'll know if they're the placeables. Donkey enclosure out, duck enclosure out, duck plucking out, goat, crap, Goat enclosure out. Sheep closure out. I try and keep my mods folder to a minimum when I'm testing. And I think it's these mods throwing errors, not the map itself. So let's close you a minute. Let's try firing that up again without all those animal pens, just see if all those warnings go away. And then I'll deal with those warnings when we spawn, we actually need to spawn the animal pens into the map. And I'm not even going to mess with looking at anything because we don't have any of these animal pens in the map now. Alright, let's go back to the log. Alright, so what do we have left? Oh, the chicken feed pallets. Okay, so it is the mods, it's not the map itself. Okay, so I just need to get rid of the chicken feed pallets, but the chicken feed pallets are built into the store. Or built into the map. But we really don't need them now. Well, yeah, you're going to have to still buy pallets of food until you start making your own. Okay, so it's an invalid category. YRR, feed pallets. Oh, we still have the pig barn to remove too. So that's easy. I can slide that one out. So the FS19 pig barn. Let's just clean it up since... So the FS19... where are you? FS19 pig barn has to come out. So that'll get rid of that error. And let's go see why we're getting an invalid category on our feed pallets. Now my feed pallets should be in our mod description. Yes, we have all of our feed pallets in our mod description. Okay, so Objects Pallets Global Company. So Ritchie Valley, Objects Pallets Global Company. And let's just grab the first one, birdseed pallet. So my log is telling me that it's an invalid category RI feed. Category is RI feed. Objects Pallets Global Company, Birdseed Pallet i3D. We don't need to do anything there. We have our store image, so there's nothing wrong there. But we have our categorizer Lua, so it shouldn't be throwing this error anymore. Because in our mod description now we have our new category, which is RI feed. Fill type is placeable even though it's a pallet. So why am I getting an invalid category? It's only a warning. I mean, I can figure this out off camera, but why am I getting an invalid category of RI feed when my birdseed palette RI feed, capital R, capital I, capital F, matches my mod description now, my new category. We have our categorizer Lua script, categorizer Lua. Let's make sure that's in our scripts folder. And I didn't forget to put it in there. Categorizer Lua, so that should change our category. Placeable. So why are my palettes? We have our brand. Oh, because maybe it's in here twice. Let's get rid of this. So this one's in here twice. This one's in here twice. Let's get rid of that. Let's move this one down here and get rid of that one. I don't know. I'll mess around with that off camera. That's not a major issue right now. What time is it? 10:50. I only got about 10 minutes. So we have to get out of here. Not sure why I'm getting that error. Everything looks right. Or it's not actually an error. It's a warning. It's telling me it's an invalid category, but it shouldn't be an invalid category because we have the categorizer Lua. We have the functions correct. The image is correct. The category should be correct. Yeah, I apologize for viewers for not getting much of anything done today. Bad touch. Gonna head out for now. See you guys and gals later. Yeah, I'm not gonna be here much longer either. About another 5 or 10 minutes. I'm gonna get out of here. I got some errands to run. It's gonna be a couple hours before I get back on. I know we didn't get much of anything done today, but it's all a learning experience. So what is missing from here in this bracket? Let's compare it to one of my placeables and see if I'm missing anything. So that would be in this guy here. So let's compare our store data here. So species is placeable. Oh, do we even have a species in here? Yep. Species is, okay, so we can't change that one here. Not specs, that's not species. Do we need a, no, I don't need a species for a palette. We have our brand. We have our category. Or do I need to put the species in and make it a placeable? No, because that'll mess it up because it's a palette. Yeah, I have no idea why I'm getting the category error. Unless what does it want me to change it to? Just miscellaneous. But then it won't show up in the store. Alright, let's try something else really quick. And then I'm going to get out of here. I want to see if our pallets are showing up in the store and if they're throwing any errors. And why am I getting the error on this map but not the other maps? So what am I missing? Alright, so if we go into the store, yeah, here's our animal feed. We can buy our pallets. Let's head over to the store. So we can come, if we come over here, so we have our animal feed. Yeah, we can buy our pallets, there's no issues. It's telling us it's chicken feed. It's telling me it's 4,000 liters. I'm not getting, so I can buy all my placeables. So they're not throwing any errors. Silos are not throwing any errors. We have our potato washer, our potato steamer. We have our Papa Smurf trailer. We have all of our vehicles. Why am I getting a category? A category warning. And on this map and not the other maps. Are you kidding me? Did that friggin' error just go away? And we did absolutely nothing. No, those are our key bindings for the auto load. All those errors and warnings just went away. Like poof, they're gone. I didn't do a damn thing. I think it was in there because it was listed twice. It's going to be one of those days when we get absolutely nothing done because we're chasing ghosts. Alright, so that cleans up all of our XML. So now we're error free. We're going to come in here and we're going to work on this property after I'm done running errands. Alright, I'm going to get out of here. It's been one of those mornings where we just didn't get anything done. Farm Chick saying bad touch, have a great day.